Now,
we
that
just
don't mean
split up.
all of them is us. It just
Not
means,
all of them. He's saying it's a
Right.
select few.
Right. Exactly right.
Like, I know you too know, like in Long Beach, they got them Cambodian
bro.
gangs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first time I ever seen that.
Them Cambodians,
Samoans
that's
or
J, man.
Cambodian people. I never seen Samoans.
I grew up in Compton.
Yeah, you know.
Them niggas, hey,
They
them
with
niggas.
Yeah.
Them
Yeah.
Samoans and
Samoan
Tongans,
niggas.
them some.
They was
some
with it though. They
hood.
like black
They
people,
niggas,
our
man.
culture, everything.
Yeah.
Like they got their own culture, but they still embrace ours. And I'm like in Chicago, Puerto Ricans embrace
They
the
on
culture.
side. They on the side.
They are people.
They
Thanks.
on the side.
Ephraimites,
Ephraimites.
Puerto Ricans, Cubans,
Dominicans,
Dominicans,
Chileans, Hondurans,
Native American Indians,
kind,
Seminole Indians.
Argentinians.
Yep.
And if you think about it, all these people that we're naming are the same people that not only they live with us in the ghetto,
Okay.
in the slums, we also have the same common enemy. We get treated the same by the white man.
Yep. We're all
Because the
in
white man
hood.
knows that we all are the Lord's chosen people, man.
Kind.
That's why he hates us.
But look at it like this, right? What's the difference between a ghetto, a barrio, a favela? What's the difference? Is it all the reservation? It's all hood.
same.
It's all the
Jacks.
slums.
Yeah.
No matter where you go, there's a slums with our people in it, no matter what we look like, all over the world, in every country.
But for me, I don't look into stuff and call it ghettos. You know, growing up in Chicago, I don't call it a ghetto because a ghetto is somewhere that's locked up where you can't get out of your environment and your situation.
lot of people,
our
but you know what?
situation is like that in a cycle where we can't get out, but we don't live in a ghetto where we can't move. Because if that was the case, you guys wouldn't be right here, and I wouldn't be right here talking to you guys.
That's true.
Right.
But
You
you know
know,
what?
so-
What's the you have this mentality in the so-called ghetto in the hood,
Yeah.
where they be like, I'm gonna stay true to where I'm from. So even when they make it and they make a little money to get out, you got the same dudes that have the hood mentality. I'll never leave the hood.
Yep.
I'm gonna become hood rich, and I'm gonna just stay within
right
my
here.
in my hood, in my
Where I'm
community,
comfortable.
and never leave. And then next thing you know, you living in the hood, and your own people who they saw was working hard to get the hell up out of there. Now you bumping heads with your own people
Yep.
in the same hood that you want to stay true to.
Yep.
You know that happens within different.
And it does.
hoods.
And like I tell because I got a lot of guys that's on the rap industry right now,
Yeah.
and I grew up with them, and they
Yeah.
millionaires now. Everybody listening to them.
Right.
I tell them all the time when I get chances to talk to them, because I know Common personally.
Yeah.
I say, why us as black people, we feel that way because people do reach out to get us. But why we not buying up more of our property and buying more of our shit?
Wait, hold on.
Like, so
What's-
it's
what's
these
the-
are neighborhoods we
I got
grew
you.
up in and our grandmas that lived in for 30-something years.
True.
Yeah.
Why not we? So we just gonna give it all up just because we made a little money? Why not just buy it back? So it could be like the 50s and the 60s where we had black doctors and lawyers and we owned the block.
No, you gotta let
and the
him
government
finish.
didn't own our churches.
I got a question.
You feel me?
I got a question for you.
So that's all I'm saying.
Right.
I got a
I ain't
question.
just leaving and going to Beverly Hills because I
Right.
get a little money and getting me a white girl on the side and preaching
Right.
this, that, like I'm so, no. I'm not one of them type of people. I'm going to build equity in my community. I'm going back to my community when I go back if I make some money.
I got a question for you. You heard Black Wall Street?
Yeah, in Oklahoma.
What they do to it?
They killed everybody and burned it down.
Exactly. The same thing.
That was the 40s, but this is the 21st century.
Do they still hate you?
Yeah, they still do.
Same way for the 40s, right?
Yeah, the same way.
It's the same thing.
And when we buy back our land, do we really own it, or do they still own it and let us hold it?
Because think of all the things that we have to go through to get that. So say one person got 50 acres of land or something like that, right? You still need contracts to build on that land.
Yep.
So you still got to go through the system in order to live in the system
you
or
gotta
live outside the system. So,
Say his brother owns that land, he got to pay property tax on that.
yeah.
So to who you gotta? And the property tax, you're just paying it for nothing. It doesn't go to. It goes right into the devil's pocket.
It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter how much we try to build up in a society. It's never gonna be your society if the people that's ruling are still over you.
Hold on, didn't you show the missiles earlier? Yeah. right. Show the missiles again.
I got a script.
Kind.
Damn.
100%. Yeah. So
And
all that talk about community and building up and shit, these missiles gonna take
And
it
that's
down.
in the scriptures too. The missiles.
Kind.
The missiles is in the scriptures.
So they ain't worried about blowing their shit up either.
No, Russia gonna do that. It's USSR.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah,
Russia.
yeah.
And China and Iran,
Gone.
the NATO, the
Iran,
EU.
North Korea.
Gone.
These places gonna just because they tired of America. I don't know if you're watching.
Yeah,
Everybody's
I'm watching.
mad.
And I also watch some stuff, and I don't know if it's Zimbabwe, South Africa, where they pretty much what y'all talking about with the land,
Yeah,
but they
yeah.
taking their land
Yeah, yeah,
forcibly,
yeah,
like
right.
they did
Yeah.
to us. Like,
Right.
so I'm like, what would be your outtake on that? Should we live like that and go take our land back? Because we don't
The
live in a
answer is no,
society
no.
where we could go take our stuff
The
back.
answer is no.
No. What we
You got a script that needs to go right now?
I got a couple of scriptures.
I'm
Gone.
stop talking.
This is dealing with the curses.
Gone.
This is the reason why we don't have the power that our people are looking for to be able to take back
Yep.
and live like the other nations are, right? This is Deuteronomy 28 and 29.
Yep.
It says, "And thou shalt grope at noondays, and the blind gropeth in darkness,
But
and
can
thou
you start
shalt."
up at like 16 up in there?
You want me to read that first and then jump down
Yeah,
to it?
sure.
Oh, yeah.
All right, this is Deuteronomy 28.
'Cause we're under some curses because we didn't keep the covenant or the agreement that we were supposed to make with the Heavenly Father, keep all the laws out of this book. Go ahead, bro.
Deuteronomy 28 and 15. "But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Keep reading a little bit.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city,
Uh-huh.
and cursed shalt thou be in the field."
No matter where you go, you're going to be under these curses. No matter where, in the community, in the city, in the suburbs, if you live on the moon, I'm being funny now,
Whether you
You
rich
know?
or whether you
in
poor.
the bush, in South
You gonna be-
Africa,
you still have the curses
in
on you.
Europe, you can live with the Queen of England in the palace. These curses are still going to be on you,
Yeah.
regardless, because it's on our people spiritually. Go ahead, bro.
It says, "Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store,
Where you try to save money and where you making money at, it's gonna be cursed. You're never gonna make enough to get free. You're never gonna make it. It ain't just because of their system, it's because the Heavenly Father don't want us to get out of it yet. Okay, because we're on punishment. Go ahead, you can actually finish that over and jump down in your precept.
yeah, verse 29, it says, "And thou shalt grope at noonday, and the blind gropeth in darkness,
Yeah?
and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways."
You're not gonna, no matter what you do, you're not gonna prosper. The only way to prosper is through the ways of the Heavenly Father. That's the only way to prosper. And to truly be prosperous, it ain't about money or possession.
That's
It's about spiritual money.
Joshua 1, I believe, 1 and 8, where it tells you how we will prosper.
That, you wanna hold that?
Joshua chapter 1 verse 8. "This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the scriptures, go ahead.
that thou mayest observe and do according to all the writings therein.
Uh-huh.
For when thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success."
Man. But our people, we don't follow the word.
Yeah.
The wicked pastors in the churches, they're not teaching it the right way. They're manipulating the scriptures.
Yeah.
They go to a little seminary school and they learn how to teach. They basically go by what they call the prosperity doctrine.
Right.
You know, they basically give them the curriculum of what to study, and they use that against the people. And if, I don't know if you notice, a lot of those like mainstream mega pastors, like T.D. Jakes and Creflo Dollar and all them, when they went to theologian seminary schools, they also went to college to learn psychology.
Yeah.
Because they know how to manipulate and tap into people's minds to deceive them. They have that little music, the organs playing in the background to sensationalize what they're saying.
And then they, and dogs said, and all of that's part of it.
Play on their emotions. They know.
Really what they're doing is sorcery. It's witchcraft what
You
they're
sounded just like him.
Because we've all heard it.
I'd have been in a church one day, and every person I looked at, it looked evil to me. They all looked at like, and they was all going along with it. It was so scripted. It was so like,
and then all of a sudden somebody
jumping up like, the spirit.
Oh,
and
damn,
I
like,
look.
get out of here, man.
I
You got a
see my
damn
grandma
demon on
catch the spirit in the
you.
house,
Demon, by the way.
and I say, she caught the spirit there, and I say, she's not like that. She's not one of them type of people. So she just put that on for them.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's a mind thing.
Yep.
You telling me 10% of my earnings, but you telling me God said come as I am.
Right.
So you fooling me. Which one it is? Like you giving me this and that, so I don't know what to believe. And that's why a lot of young brothers in Chicago, they don't even go to religion no more.
Oh,
Because they don't even
our
We-
people
we
lost
can
hope.
see
long
through
time.
we lost hope with this.
You
Like
see through the BS.
yeah, and we see like a lot of this stuff ain't, you know, and y'all, the Israelites, like, even if y'all say the guys in the purple, they not really true to the, you know, I'm glad I met people that they are true, but they ain't speaking the word like nothing bad, you know, so
they
it's
teach-
just like,
What they was good
I
at
could
teaching is they
believe
teach the
more
12
of them
tribes.
than going into church
Oh, absolutely.
and
They
believing
teaching
that.
you something.
They
I'm
teaching
not-
me something, like,
Right,
you
right.
know, then, you know, but y'all more down to earth with this shit. Like, y'all
let
really
me tell you how
hitting
they
points.
on the edge of that same religious church. They keep the same format as the church, but with an Israelite twist on it, right? Now here's the difference. They teach, like, I call it the entry level, the basics. I mean the really basics. You're an Israelite. If you're a Negro, Latino, Native American, you're an Israelite. They teach that type of stuff. Okay, keep the laws in the
Keep the
Bible.
commandments, yeah.
Keep the commandments. They teach that type of
Yeah.
stuff. But when you get deeper into more faithful, more spiritual things, you have to move on. You have to grow up and move on from them. They're for the little kids. Once you grow up past, because he said come as a newborn babe. Once you grow out of that milk stage, you gonna outgrow them. And we telling you that's in that church, when y'all realize that you're above that level, you need to move on, because that thing's about to be destroyed.
Kind.
They're about to get destroyed. Right now, they're crumbling in the inside. We're watching it happen.
Them dudes in the purple, man.
Yeah.
They
All
got
type of
scandals.
and extortion, all
I've
type
been
of shit.
seeing a little something
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah, them dudes are evil as hell. But our teachers, they've been, because they personally knew the leader of that organization. They knew him going back to the old school, back like in the 80s.
Yeah.
So they've been trying to tell Israel that them dudes ain't right, man.
Yeah.
But they are teaching the
So
basics.
Do y'all have a scripture on the people that is in Israel now that say they're Jews? They say they're
Oh, yeah.
you know, you get what I
the
mean.
people that's over there
Yeah,
now,
now,
that's
the
there now.
the fake Jews.
Yeah, the fake
Revelation.
Jews.
Kind.
You know, do y'all have something on that?
A
People who will
bastard
try
shall
to.
dwell in Ashdod.
Kind.
Yeah,
Revelation
was that
chapter
Zechariah,
3.
9 and 6, I think.
2 and 3.
Because they screaming they from the Holy Land, they come from the
Get
Holy
3
Land,
now.
but
3 and 0, yep.
I don't
This
get
is
it.
this is Revelation chapter 3, verse 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come to worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee.
They're going to realize that we're the real Jews. We telling them they're going to come and worship before our feet. When we get our power, they're going to have to come in
They
to
gonna
us.
bow before us, the
Yeah.
real Jews.
'Cause right now,
They stole our identity, man.
right now we're bowing before them. Because we go to their corporations for their jobs, to buy their food. We go to them for the want of all things.
Yep.
You know?
You try to go and get a contract, a record
Yeah.
contract, you got to go to them.
Yep.
You try to get into
And
the
jump through the
industry.
hoops that
And,
they
and
want
that's
you
the
to
number,
jump.
and that's what give me the number one thing. So, where America exports is music, and it's hip hop and
Media.
R&B and media,
It's the
and
souls of our people.
we do that,
Yeah.
and they
It's the
get
souls-
paid for it.
It's the
They
souls
exploit
of
it.
our people.
I'm like, so how you getting paid for something that's coming from us?
Well, I'm gonna tell you two things, because they own us. First off, with their birth certificate and social security number, right? They own us. That's literally our ID numbers that say that they own those numbers,
From
right?
birth.
From birth. Then they benefit off of our souls, but they also take what we naturally would have and put their demonic vibration on it and make us push that out.
Yeah. Imagine this. For all the people on this sign right here throughout America saying tomorrow they wasn't going to go to work. You know this place was shut down overnight? Literally.
24 hours would be a
24
wrap.
It'd be a wrap. None of this, nothing will, that's how powerful these people are on this sign, but they don't know it. And we're under the curses, plus we got this devil Esau ruling right now.
And somebody would get weak in that 24 hours.
Well, Esau is the brother.
No,
Yeah,
Esau,
the
the brother.
wicked twins, right? Yeah,
So
well,
why was he always mad? Because he got exiled or something?
Well,
Like,
what happened was the
Yeah.
prophecy was for us to want to just read,
Genesis.
That's 25.
No, you know,
No, 36.
Genesis,
So I'm
Genesis,
just saying what it says.
Genesis,
I want to hear that. We get that
27,
word.
27.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm taking something.
Yeah, 40.
You
Start
sounded like
around
a
30.
hater. Esau was like a hater to
He
me.
is.
Oh, he is.
You start at 25 though, right? Start at 25.
25.
The
Genesis
25th chapter.
25,
25th chapter. Then we'll jump to that.
Genesis chapter 25, verse
25.
25,
23 maybe? 25.
24. And when her days
I'll explain this real
to be
quick.
delivered were fulfilled,
Rebecca, Isaac's wife, had these twins, and she always had these labor pains, like stuff going on in her stomach. They were battling between each other in there. It's gonna break it down, but she would be the foremother of Jacob and Esau.
Okay.
Which Jacob is those people on the side, Negro, Latino, Native Americans, right? And Esau would be the twin brother of those people, which was so-called white people. It's them. It's the fake Jews. They're Edomites.
they come from that line.
Yeah, they're all those same white people. Those wicked white people.
Like all those so-called white people ruling in England and all that, the royal family, those are the heads of the Edomites right there. The Rothschilds.
The Rothschilds, the
Bilderbergs.
Yep, exactly.
There's a sign right here. Here we go.
Yep. I'll hold that. I'll
Rich
hold that.
devil worshippers.
I'll hold that while you're
All right, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled,
Fake-ass Jews.
behold, there were twins in her womb,
Uh-huh.
and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment,
This is red. This ain't brown.
and they
This is
called him
red.
Esau. Esau in Hebrew
Yup.
means Adawam, which means
You know,
red.
Ashashua.
Ashashua. Edom means red, which means Adawam. So like, yeah, Ashashua.
Ashar would mean wasted
Wasted
away.
away.
Wasted away, see. Yeah,
Meaning his pigment was wasted away. Yeah, there you go.
That's Esau. And after came out his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob.
Basically, they were fighting in the womb of their mother.
Yeah.
So that means that this thing is the hatred runs so deep that when those two sons were in the mother's belly, they were literally fighting, like struggling in her belly.
Like jockeying for position.
Yeah, really trying to fight to see who would come out first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know
Because
Jacob
the first
was-
one that comes out gets the inheritance or the blessing from the father, the firstborn.
Those were the customs that
The customs
the
that
eldest
were
son would get, the bulk of the inheritance from the father.
That's right.
And after came out his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob.
Uh-huh.
And Isaac was 80 years old when she bore them.
Uh-huh. Birthday.
Bir-
You
yeah,
got it. No, you got it. Keep reading.
And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the
Who
field.
always out there in the wilderness hunting people for free?
White people.
Who got deer heads in their houses?
White people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's explaining who Esau is. Through the spirit, we see who this is.
They can kill them with no remorse too.
They don't care about the
Yeah.
animal or
And
nothing.
they
They,
pose.
they make it like they the most loving people, but they kill with no remorse.
Right.
And Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents.
He's in the house a lot. Keep it in the house.
We chill.
Chill. You know? Keep reading.
And Isaac,
I'm trying to chill at the crib.
Yeah.
I'm trying to come to the crib.
All right. You got some drink? All right, I'll be at
Hey,
that.
what is a kickback?
That's all we
You got
trying.
some
That's what we trying to do.
We can politic over something, man.
We
We
ain't
ain't gonna be
trying
out
to.
trying to hunt no wild boar
Nah.
and deer
Nah.
and shit.
What if you lose? You die.
You die. So you playing with your life.
Right.
I mean, not saying that back then, we didn't hunt to
Right,
eat.
right.
We did, but
To eat meat, you gotta hunt, obviously.
Gun.
But Esau, that he's just into that.
Yeah,
Just,
that was-
Con, and a big thing now.
a natural hunter.
Con, and a big thing now, they just hunting predators, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what are you killing, a alligator or a giraffe,
Yeah,
a
man.
lion?
Yeah.
to make gators and shit.
Con.
That's
To
and
make
Yeah.
belts.
yeah.
And then
Later
that,
shoes
and then they not even eating the meat of the
They're
animal.
they're not even hunting stuff that, like you said, they can't eat.
Yeah.
They're hunting abomination.
I
Yeah.
want to say this. Chris Rock had a joke. I love to tell this joke. He said, America is so great, but this is the white people right now. It's the only country where we hunt on a full stomach.
Yeah.
You hunt to
Yeah.
eat. You don't hunt for fun.
Con.
It sounds like a joke, and how great America is, but it's really saying something about the mentality of the people that run America. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, that do make sense. Like it is like the only.
And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob.
Yep.
And Jacob would see it, and Jacob seethed pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint.
We missed something. Start up at 23, bro.
23? 23. Oh, yeah.
Because the angel has to tell Rebecca what's about to happen.
Oh,
That's
she
what I was
treated.
looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
21. Rebecca entreated.
Yeah, Con, 20.
Yeah.
Well, I'll start at 19. All right, this is Genesis 26 and 25 and 19. And these are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son, and Abraham begot Isaac. And Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel and the Syrian of Padoram, the sister of Laban the Syrian. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived.
Just stay focused with this. You'll be good.
And the children struggled together within her, and she said, "If it be so, why am I thus?"
Well, I got all these pains. If this is a blessing from you, that you finally blessed me with a baby, why am I going through all these pains? But,
And she went to inquire of the Lord, and the Lord said unto her, "Two nations are in thy womb."
yep.
Two separate nations. These two babies are going to be progenitors of two different races, two different seed lines. Even though they came from the same man, the Lord's going to separate their bloodline from that point on.
Yep.
They're going to be two different type of people. Go ahead.
And two manners of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
So their manners are totally different.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
we're polar opposites.
Con.
Yep.
How you like this thing?
You know, how you like your steak, man? I like you cook my shit well done. Throw
like
some
they
fire
shit
on my
rare.
shit.
They like they like
They not even rare. Like
They like that shit
with
when
blood.
with bleeding, when blood comes down.
Half a lion.
Yep.
okay. And the elder shall serve the younger.
And the elder shall serve the younger. It's not like that. The elder
So who
will
came out?
come.
Who came out first?
Esau came
Esau
off.
came out.
So the elder, he came out first. He's supposed to be serving.
his little brother.
He's supposed to be serving us.
The little
He's
brother's
supposed
supposed to serve the elder.
to be serving
The
us.
custom, but it said, but the elder shall serve the younger. So he changed the prophecy or the custom for these two in particular.
Yeah. Yep.
And a
Most
few
High
times in
did
the
that.
law he did that. The Most High God did that.
Because it was meant from the beginning that Jacob would be the chosen seed.
Right. It didn't matter who
Israel.
would come out first.
You know.
But it did because
Could you imagine if they would have got it?
right.
I mean, look what they
You looking
doing
at
with
it.
their blessings now.
Yeah.
Right.
This shit, you know, concrete everywhere. Your feet, your knees hurt, back hurt.
Transgenders. ruling over you.
Transgenders, homosexuals getting rights over
Women
you.
telling you what
Women
to
can
do.
cuss you out. They
You
can
know, they
sleep
don't
with
know
every
what
man
you
they
do.
want
Right.
and dare you to
Call them
look at
out.
another woman.
Yep. Your woman could, you can be married to your wife for 20 years. She wake up and say she don't want to be with you no more. You got to give her child support and alimony.
Yeah.
And she can go get a new guy.
Yep.
That's the system
That's
that we
what he's
live in.
doing
Yeah.
with his blessing right now.
Yep.
That's why it's important that
down.
these people, we get the kingdom and rule the world.
Okay.
You know?
All right, jumping down to 29. And Jacob seed pottage and
He was cooking up some soup.
It was lentils.
Lentils, right.
and
It was
Esau
just lentils, yeah.
and Esau came from the field and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, "Feed me, I pray thee, with this same red pottage," meaning it wasn't cooked all the way.
Right.
It was like red meat
Red
with
meat,
lentils.
yeah. For I am faint. Therefore was his.
But when you go into the laws of Moses, he tells you you're not supposed to eat the blood thereof of food, right? The customs that the Most High God gave us